Alright, welcome in everybody to tonight's podcast. Tonight we'll be covering the MMS Donators main event. This is next gen at Talladega, 32 laps, 65% fuel, 1 fast repair. We got about 23 cars, I believe, here tonight. Something around there. As let's go straight into tonight's starting grid presented by Joshua McCullough. Tonight's starting grid will be James Wang on the pole, Hunter Hastings to his outside in second, John Wood third, Asher Little fourth, Michael Menchaca fifth, good to see him back, Josh McCullough sixth, Nash Brambilla seventh, Michael Barksdale eighth, Dwayne Drummond ninth, Mason Olney 10th, Nathan Harper 6th, 11th, Dylan C. Jones 12th, Matt Lee 13th, Leigh McDonald 14th, Andrew Zanto 15th, Kenny McCullough 16th, Robbie Mitchell Jr. 17th, Tucker McLennan 18th, Mark Vondell 19th, Steve Sizemore 20th, Bobby Rachel 21st, and Ryan Bailey 22nd. Rounding out your show tonight. Track temp will be 109 degrees, so not too hot. Not too cold. Hold up, I gotta reset OBS real quick. Alright, we're good now. As the field comes off 10-4, we'll be taking the green flag this time by and here comes James Wang, Hunter Hastings in the restart zone. Green flag in the air to begin this race. James Wang will still lead him with John Wood, his teammate, behind him. About 5 cars, maybe 6 clear here. Oh yeah, a lot of people clear coming out of 4 here. Top line is just dead right now. But they're trying to make a charge here. They got about 3 cars up here. It's Josh McCullough leading the top. Nathan Harper now jumps up. He wants to lead the outside line. Now Hunter Hastings coming up here. He's going to make it 3 wide on Tucker McClendon. He takes his right rear, so there's only going to be 4 in the middle. Bottom still clear by about 5 cars, but here comes the run with Nathan Harper and Josh McCullough on the outside. Hunter Hastings still trying to jump up again on Tucker McClendon as Harper gets to the right rear of Michael Menchaca. He'll take over the 3rd spot here if he gets around him. But now Kenneth McCullough, Asher Little, or they go back down. They were up in the 3rd line, and then they drop back down. Nathan Harper putting a heavy side draft on Menchaca there. He's going to get past him for now, but now we'll get to the right rear of Wood, and James Wang will jump up in front of him. Now Hunter Hastings, ooh, Tucker McClendon, big block there, right there. He's going to jump up to the outside of Dylan Jones. It'll be Hunter Hastings in the middle now. And he's going to jump back up with Tucker McClendon. He's going to have Kenny McCullough behind him. Asher Little stay in mid here. Ooh, jockeying up position up here up front. James Wang, looks like Michael Menchaca got loose a little bit there as well. Now Kenneth McCullough jumps down. It's going to kind of kill the third line here. We should be on the SummerSlam setup, but we might not be. I don't know what setup we are on, but... oh, now Ward jumps up in front of Waring. That's going to be a close call right there, but they make it work. Josh McCullough now looking to the right. We have Harper. He's going to get there. Oh, they're wrecking big. Michael Menchaca hard into the outside wall. It's going to take out Nathan Harper, Mash Brambilla. Mason Oney with heavy right foot damage. Michael Barksdale is going to spin in this as well. Michael Menchaca, just a huge shot in the outside wall. It's going to take out Nathan Harper. A couple heavy hitters here. Mason Oney, I've seen him have big right front damage. Oh, yeah, he's dragging. He's going to definitely have a meatball. Yeah, his right front wheel is not even moving. And the person behind him, I don't even know what that noise was that I just heard from someone's car, but let's look at Nathan Harper's car. He's got some center punch, some left front, some left rear. Nash Brambilla right behind him. He was also involved. I don't see any front end damage, but I do see someone, Robbie Mitchell Jr. So let's go back now to what started this wreck, which was Michael Menchaca, and he is towed, I believe, as a result of this wreck. So go back here. From the chopper camera to begin with here. So then the trial, seen Josh take the right way. Oh, Nash Brambilla tried to push him. He went to the outside of him, I think accidentally. And that's going to hook him hard into the wall. There you see Mason Oney barely clipped, like sideswipe him, but that is going to rip the right front wheel off of him. And then you see Nash Brambilla and Michael Barksdale, and there's Robbie Mitchell Jr. down there. Hitting the inside wall, going through pit road possibly. Let's go to the far chase of Menchaca here. So he's running that white line, and then when Nash goes to his outside, he starts coming down, and Nash tries to come back and square up with him, and that hooks him right into Nathan Harper. Josh McCullough may be going to get a little right front damage from this as he hits the wall. Kenneth McCullough, also another car involved that I didn't even realize. Oh, looks like his right front wheel might be broke as well, just like Mason Oney. And then if we go down here to Robbie Mitchell Jr., he's going to spin into the inside wall, and there's Nash Brambilla also spinning. I think he might be able to save it. He does not. He'll spin one more and then do a little probably 360 to keep it back going. Let's go back and look at his far chase. Again, one more time in slow motion. Yeah, he kind of just goes up. It looks like he's taking the right rear, and then I think he comes back to square up with him and just doesn't realize he knocks clear. And again, just a big hit from Menchaca. That's, I think, 3 fast repairs right there that I see. Oh, Dwayne Drummond barely misses it there. And then we'll get to see these guys slide. Michael Barksdale hits Mark Rondell, and that's going to result in him locking it up and spinning out, trying to avoid this, or nearly spin out. Back up front, though, we're going to have John Ward in the lead as they, I believe, took their, made a pit stop, so they'll be back on fuel. James Wang second, Dwayne Drummond third, Asher Little fourth, Steve Sizemore fifth. As the pace car is coming around the trial here, we'll be taking the 1 to green this time by. As Josh McCullough is in the pit still. He just now came out. So did the, I believe, 14, Robbie Mitchell Jr. I believe he did not take his fast repair. Here comes Nathan Harper as well. So they, all of these guys must have more than 2 minutes of damage. Or did have more than 2 minutes of damage. Because they all stayed in there until last minute. Robbie Mitchell Jr., he's got a clean car. Maybe took, I don't think he took his fast repair. He probably didn't have that much damage. He didn't hit the wall too hard. And you see Josh McCullough up here. He's still actually got some right foot damage, so I believe a good bit of wheel damage. And then Look at Kenny McCullough's car here. He's just not coming off pit road. Looks like he went in for a second time. Take extra gas, I guess. He's got a clean car as well, so another car that I thought was done. Maybe he took his fast repair, or maybe the damage wasn't as bad as I thought it was. But Ward will elect the top, Waring on the bottom, Asher Little on the top, and then Dwayne Drummond on the bottom. So I guess we do not have another choose column for this race. Wasn't paying attention. Was looking at the people coming off pit road, but it'll be 26 lap to go restart. As pace car's off now, and the field makes the way into the tri-oval. Be John Wood, James Waring, as now Asher Little starting to blink a little bit, but green flag will be back in the air here. Only 6 guys on the outside line, or 5 maybe even. So they definitely have less help than the bottom right now, but you got to think somebody's going to jump up because of the middle and top being so dominant. But we'll have to see. James Waring is going to get momentum here in 1 and 2, through 1 and 2, and now he's not going to be able to jump up. John Wood's going to get back to his right rear, and now probably going to get in front of him down the back. Josh McCullough now jumping up already with Nash Brambilla to help him. He does have a little bit of right front damage and probably some wheel damage, but I don't think it's going to affect him too much. But Asher Little now takes the right rear. John Wood. Dylan Jones to the outside of Asher Little as a little jumps down to side draft Wood, but now he's back up in front of his teammate. 3-car push up on the top. Top's got more help right now. Where does Wood go? He's going to jump up the middle, and they're wrecking Nash Brambilla again. Dwayne Drummond. Will it bring out a yellow? It does. Oh, and they're wrecking again. That's Nash spinning into the outside wall. Mark Vondell was another one involved. So big wreck here coming out of the tri-oval. Or coming into the tri-oval, rather. As you see Vondell's car, and then Nash Brambilla, Steve Sizemore was the other ones involved. Looks like Nash might be able to get away just fine, but maybe we got some left rear damage. But Steve Sizemore, with a good bit of right front damage, he'll definitely be, gotta fix that. Definitely be involved somewhat. If you look here, there's where it started. Around Nash and Dwayne. Oh, right there. Just a good bit of net code between Dwayne and Nash as Nash is coming down trying to side draft. Probably say like 2-3 feet of net code. And then Dwayne trying to save it. Spinning. He's going to end up maybe saving it. Nash Brambilla, though, is not. He's going to tag Steve Sizemore on the right front. And look at that. Dwayne Drummond, what a job to keep it off the inside. Oh, he's going to hit pit road. Maybe get an EOL, but it's not going to be that bad. As here's Nash still spinning. I don't think he had any damage until he hit the outside wall with his back end. There you see Mark Vondell sliding through the grass a little bit ahead of this, but I think he's going to be okay as well. But Nash Brambilla is going to tag the outside wall right there. Not a good camera angle, but let's go back and look at the far chase of Nash Brambilla here. Or Dwayne. Let's do Dwayne Drummond. There you see an incredible job to keep it off the wall, but let me go back and look at that one more time to see how the severity of netcode was talking. Oh yeah, that's a good bit. I don't think Nash was going to hit him unless that netcode happened. So, definitely going to be a netcode call there. Nobody at fault for that one. And I don't think anyone got too much damage, so I don't think anyone's going to be taking a fast spare from that one. As everyone's coming down the pit road to get a little bit more extra fuel. John Ward, I think, might be one of the ones to stay out here. He is. It will be a 22 lap to go restart when we take the green flag. You might be able to make it that many laps on 60%, but I do not know. Might be close. Hopefully it doesn't turn into a fuel race, but it might. We'll have to see. But with Ward staying out, I doubt it's going to be a fuel race. So hopefully we do not see the single file fuel saving. But Asher Little will come off pit road in second, Dylan Jones third, James Wing in the fourth spot, and Hunter Hastings rounding out your top 5. As John Wood will have to body his way to get to the outside. As he picks the top, Asher Little will be on the bottom. As pace car pulls off pit road. Field in the hands of Asher Little and John Ward. John Ward will be a leader. We'll start with still on green, but well, so you got 3 Nightmare guys on the bottom. Got 2 Digger Pros guys up top. Only 4 guys on the outside line. That many people pitted on the second time by, but green flag's in the air. Asher's gonna get a little bit better start here. A lot of better start, actually. He got a great jump there. Gonna get clear. Going in a 1 and 2. Dylan Jones might get clear as well in that 11 car. He's going to... One of these guys gotta jump up, right? Oh, well, they're staying down low. I guess bottom does have a lot more help here. So, and fuel might play a factor in this as well. Still only 4 guys up top, but you got Steve Sizemore. I see Bobby Rashall back there trying to make a second line work in the back, trying to make their way back up. Tucker McClendon's going to jump up as well. But here comes, only got 3 guys up on the outside line, but they're still, with that side draft and runs they're getting there, they're going to get up towards the lead. Now they're going, John Wood's gonna go way up in the third line. Now come back down the side draft as Ashley blinks as the leader. Not what you want to see if you're Dylan Jones. Don't want to get inside of that car and possibly spin him. But now Wood falling back. Dylan Jones gonna get clear. They're gonna tandem away now. Here comes Mason Oney and the 67 of Tucker McLennan. He's gonna go to the outside of the 35. Got no help right now. But one of these guys might jump up and help him. That's Steve Sizemore back there behind him. Now, Robbie Mitchell Jr. in that third spot on the outside. He's dropping back big time. So it's only really Waring and Ward. McDonald now going to possibly get clear of his Dega Pro teammates. Michael Barksdale coming up, trying to get up in the top 5. It's Asher Blinks again up front. Might want to be careful here. John Wood's going to get back to the right rear of Hunter Hastings as Larry and Hunter both did not jump up. They elect to stay on the inside here. As one got 20 laps to go in this race, so it's going by pretty quick. Only 32 lap race, not long at all. Ward still trying to make that top line work. Now got a lot of momentum as Tucker McLennan makes a big move there. Looks like to the third line. Don't know who he went around. Asher Little now jumps up in front of Wood. Big block up front. They're moving, jocking around. Ward's going to take the right way of Asher. Probably send him to the back here. Got to think his teammates might come pick him up. Maybe not. They're going to stay. Now they're going to jump up all the way up, actually. Not even give teammate any draft. But got Ward here Waring with a big run. Hunter Hastings going to go down and block him. So Hunter Hastings, John Wood stuck in the middle right now with no help. But Hunter's going to jump right back up in front of his teammate. That was a slick block there from the 44 machine. Now James Waring is going to get clear for a second of John Wood, but he's going to get back to his left here. Now, elevator move from the 44 all the way down to the bottom from the top. Now he's going to go elevator again out of 2 up in front of Dylan Jones. And, get very offset there with Dylan. Got to be careful with the 3-4 car pushing if you do that late in the race. Now Ward coming through the middle pretty strong, but Hunter Hastings going to cut off that run. Now looks like Tucker McLennan might be hot pushing Ward, so he's going to back up way far back. That's going to help Wayne McDonald get clear on the inside of the line. Wayne McDonald back clear of the middle. He's going to stay the bottom right now as Hunter Hastings going to block him. Ooh, close call. That looked like Larry got a little bit loose, but 2 cars still clear out front. They're 4 wide now further back. That's Dylan Jones, James Waring, Asher Little in that. But they're going to get back to 3 wide now. Dylan Jones looks like he might be dropping to the back. Don't know. Still only 3 guys on the outside now. Bottom line's looking pretty much stronger right now. But that middle line, if they get a couple cars up there, they'll be flying again. They don't even need them, though. Here comes Ward with help from Tucker McLennan. The temps, he must have got a lot of temps in 3 and 4 that last time by, but now looks like he might be peeking out to get more, or not. Now James Wayne takes the right rear of Asher Little. Is going to park him. It's going to not help the middle line at all anymore. And now Tucker McLennan's taking the right rear of John Ward. That's also not going to help the middle. But Hunter Hastings jumped up for a second, then went back down. As now Tucker McLennan fouls in line. He's going to have a push from James Waring to get to the back bumper of the 92 going into number 1. 17 laps to go. Bottom line still looking way stronger right now. But here comes the one from the top. Now Tucker McLennan going to jump up again. I think he's just dropping in the back. Oh, James Waring. Tight block there on Asher Little. Kind of followed Tucker and then tried to get back in line. That was close. I think Asher cut him a break. But here comes John Ward. Finally gets back to the right rear of Hunter Hastings. He's going to take the lead for a second by a bumper. Still getting better pushes through 3 and 4. He's going to clear the bottom. With his Dega Pro's teammate number 95 behind him. And they're going to tandem pretty far away from this pack. As Asher Little got way off of him, but it looks like he's letting Hunter Hastings up. Now they're all going to file in onto the bottom. We leave Michael Menchaca. Oh, that's Robbie Mitchell Jr., sorry. Robbie Mitchell and Steve Sizemore up on the top line. But now it looks like the front 4 are filing back up to the outside. So now way more help up top. But Hunter Hastings is going to go down. Block Wayne McDonald. He's going to get a little bit of a push here. Got cooler temps on the bottom, I believe. Looks like Waring is trying to get some temps here on this straightaway. See if Wood will go down and block this bottom. Going into 3 and 4. I don't know why it went on and on board. Not me. But there we go. Here comes Hunter Hastings with a huge run to get to the inside of John Wood. Him and Larry McDonald tandeming up. And Hunter might be able to get clear coming out of the trail over here. Don't know. Looks like Wood's going to stay on this right rear. Going to side draft him pretty heavily here. And probably clear him going into one. They're going to go up in the third line, and then Hunter Hastings now with no help. Wade McDonald got pretty hot here, and they're having to back off of him and get some temps. James Wing still tandeming up top, though. Now Hunter Hastings going to foul in line up top with his teammate Asher Little. They're going to be third and fourth in line. Wade McDonald goes back to the lead on the inside. Harper, nearly out of line there. Most of this field is single file besides this top line that's just kind of spaced out now between Hastings, Waring, and Ward. But Hastings now coming down the side draft. So is the 95 and 92 up front. As Lane McDonald trying to get to the side of Ward, but he's not going to get there just yet. We still have a green flag pit stop in this, I believe. As now Ward's going to drop down. Still staying in front of Larry here. Now Larry, nearly looked like he was trying to jump up there, but he does not. Ward is going to jump back up though with Waring now. Still only about 5 guys. Bobby Rochelle back there. It's going to make it 6 on the top if he can get up here. So still more help on the bottom, but that top's still looking pretty good. But now Larry McDonald, I thought he was going to get clear there. He does not. Side by side for the lead. Still between these teammates. Dega Pros 1, 2, 3. Doing a pretty good job dominating this race right now, but the people laying back, saving fuel, waiting for the pit stop, if there is one, or saving their fast spare, or both. You might see them waiting to run that, like Kenny McCullough, Josh McCullough, Dylan Jones, Nash Brambilla, Mark Rondell, all them guys back there. We'll see them probably late in the race if they don't get wrecked. Hunter Hastings now going to go to the middle line, try to split Waring, but Waring's got too much momentum coming out of 4 or 2. Still tandeming up with Ward here, running pretty good. See if they drop down. They're both clear. Waring's going to stay up. Oh, and they're wrecking in the back. Looks like Bobby Rochelle, one of the cars that has spun out. He's sitting backwards on the track. He's going to do a J-tone, get it back going. He's got a little bit of right front damage, or just front end damage, period. Trying to find some camera angle that sees his damage, but there you go. So he's going to have a good bit of right front damage. As let's see what happened here. I did not mean to fast forward, but let's go to the chopper camera here. Oh, Tucker McLennan pushing through Asher Little. Looks like, man, they even went inside each other there for a second. Asher's going to get put on the apron. And then Rochelle comes down. And Asher's kind of like hanging on the yellow line there a little bit because he's still getting pushed. And that's going to turn the 8-8-8. And right in front of everybody. It was a single car wreck, but it was in front of a lot of cars. So that's going to bring out the yellow. And that's going to give everyone enough fuel to make it to the end. So let's go back and look at this wreck from the far chase view. See if we can see these guys go. Oh yeah, Tucker McLennan's very deep inside of Asher Little's rear end. And just keeps driving through him until it turns Rochelle. That's going to spin him out. Don't even think he hit the wall. Maybe the right front damage from hitting the guy in front of him. Maybe from earlier. Don't know. As he's backwards and then does that pretty neat J-turn. But here comes the field through 3 and 4. They're going to be pitting this time. And that's going to, like I said, give everyone enough fuel to make it to the end. So we're going to have probably a lot more harder racing up front on this next green flag run. It'll be a 9 lap to go restart here. As it looks like Waring will win the race off pit road. It'll be Ward second. Oh, and look at this. Holy cow. A lot of the pack stayed out. So it looks like it was closer on field than I thought. Guess these guys have enough. It'll be Mason Oney now in the lead. Nash Rondell with that heavy center punch in second. Mark Rondell third. Josh McCullough 4th, and Kenny McCullough, or Bubba, 5th. Like I said, these guys laying back, saving fuel. I didn't think we'd see them up front this early, but 10 laps to go, and you're seeing them all up here. So the field kind of just got almost inverted around the top 10 or 5 especially. Josh McCullough and Nash Brambilla both do have front end damage, so that might play a factor, especially if they start leading lines. But we'll see. I know that the center punch is kind of sensitive on these next gens. I mean, really any front end damage. But mainly the center punch is what you don't want, and it's easiest to get. But Mason Olney, this will be the first laps he's led after getting that fast repair taken early in that first wreck. As we see here, Nash Brambilla is on the bottom since Mason Olney elected the top. That'll put the center punch guy on the bottom. The bottom lane is already at a disadvantage usually. And now you put a car with a big center punch with a lot of air getting up underneath there and just, it's basically like a parachute. That's not aerodynamically correct at all. So obviously it's definitely going to hurt the bottom lane here. But anyways, field coming in the restart zone. Mason Olney, Nash Brambilla, green flag back in the air. Good restart for both lanes. Mark Rondell already pushing the 23, so better restart on the bottom, but Josh McCullough and Mason Olney going to have the momentum, somehow have the momentum. But now, coming out of 2 is when we'll see the center punch start playing effect. They got better pushing on the top now, but now Kenny McCullough gets the back bump at the 59. It's going to be about even, but now Lane McDonald gets to the 95 as he almost gets hooked. But now, Robbie Mitchell Jr., oh, nearly made a block on Harper 6 there. Oh, still making contact. Harper 6 to the outside. Now James Wayne to the outside of Josh McCullough. Now they're going to be 4 wide. This is bound to cause a wreck here. Lane McDonald stuck split 4 wide. Nathan Harper way up against the wall. Now Mason Olney, elevator move in front of the 95. Look at this racing. Holy cow. Oh, and Mason Olney gets split. We're 4 wide for the lead. Josh McCullough takes the lead out of 4. We're still 4 wide and not wrecked yet. 4 wide, multiple rows deep, but now they're starting to, I guess, get better. We're still 4 wide, though. And they are squeezing. They're making contact. Anyways, McCullough leading. You got Hunter Hastings 3rd here. As now they finally get fanned out only 3 wide, not 4. Oh, Nash Brambill is gonna get hooked on the apron. He's gonna save it. Mason only in the wall. Mark Rondell trying to give room. He's gonna door James Wang. And the wrecking big. Nathan Harper around. Tucker McLennan involved. No caution. William McDonald into the inside wall hard. There's the yellow flag. 4-car roughly pile up. William McDonald was the one that I could not see. He's gonna spin out and get a good bit of damage. He'll have a good bit of right front damage as he tries to get it back going. See if we can see the back end. We're not gonna be able to see the back end. As he hit the inside wall pretty good as well. Here's Nathan Harper. He's got a good bit of right front damage. And let's go back and look at this wreck here. Starting around Nathan Harper and Lane McDonald. Right there you see it definitely was around them. Far chase with Nathan Harper. There you see Mark Rondell come up into wearing. And oh my god, just another case of bad netcode. Larry McDonald coming up, Nathan Harper coming down, and I can't. That would have been a racing deal too if that netcode didn't happen. So no matter what, not gonna be on anyone. Tucker McLennan, Nathan Harper, 80, McDonald, they all go head on the wall. And then Harper's gonna get pushed out of the way by the 67. Tucker's gonna have front end damage, back end damage, not terrible. And then McDonald down here. Harper will have some damage as well, obviously. He's gonna hit the inside wall, do a couple spins. He's gonna have a good bit of left rear damage. Possibly fixable, but I don't know. Here we go. Look at it full time from the chopper camera. Michael Buckstall's going to have probably some front end damage after that one as well. So 4-car wreck here down the back straightaway involving Nathan Harper, William McDonald, Tucker McLennan, and Michael Buckstall. Nathan Harper's been involved in a lot of them. Ain't had good luck at all this race. Let's look at it from the blimp camera here. One more look at it. There you see where Nash Brambilli got hooked on the apron. And then the stack up and everything caused that collision probably, I would say, or helped it. Netcode definitely helped it the most, but they were jockeying around probably because of the scared people right in front of him. And when he's back up front, it'll be Josh McCullough, Kenny McCullough, and our racing leading this. Like I said earlier, Josh and Kenny were riding around saving fuel, and it paid off. They get to stay out on a late race yellow with about 9 laps to go, and now they're 1-2 in this race and have a great shot at winning this thing, just because their strategy worked right. Alright, let's get this adjusted. I'm gonna point this at the start finish, or around the start finish. Alright, there we go. There's not a good start finish line camera on this, so spotter is gonna have to work. But now Josh McCullough in the lead. He's elected the outside, as this will be a yeah, 3 lap to go, 4 lap to go, 4 lap to go. Yeah. Forgot it's not 33 laps, it's 32. Kenneth McCullough gets clear down the back straightaway. Now Asher Little, Michael Barksdale gonna jump up top. Now James Lane's gonna make a big block. Oh, and Asher Little up as well. That's gonna nearly cause a wreck going into 3. And Asher and Waring gonna fall back pretty deep because of it. Now Kenneth, Josh both clear on the outside. Or not clear. Kenny's clear. Josh ain't clear. But they're probably gonna be here going into 1. There's bottom's dead. Mark Vondell staying middle here with his teammates. Waring up top with Little. Now they're gonna wreck. There goes Mark Vondell off the track, and Steve Sizemore also into the wall. It's a terrible wreck down the backstretch. Oh, they're wrecking up here, it looks like, as well. Someone up here slower. I thought someone was. Probably not. Tucker McClennan killed. That car is absolutely destroyed. Go back and look at this. Here. Dylan C. Jones trying to get the inside of Vondell. He's going to get a bump from Sizemore. It's going to hook him into Vondell. Vondell gets hooked down into Hastings. And then the 08 and the 67 get put up into the outside wall. And they get stuck here like this for a while. And then finally Steve gets off of him. And then the people down on the bottom, that's Vondell wrecking. See full time here what happened to him and Hastings. Yeah, Hastings gonna hit the inside wall probably pretty good here. Oh yeah, slam it, destroy that car. So that's gonna be a fast pair for him if he hasn't used his yet. As pace car makes that left-hand turn on the pit road. Field in the hands of Kenneth McCullough and Josh McCullough. Into the restart zone. It's going to be overtime. Green flag, green flag, green flag. Back in the air. Kenny McCullough with rear end damage. Josh McCullough with front end damage. So let's see what line's going to prevail here. So far it's Kenny getting the run. He's going to get clear. He's going to jump up. Leaves Waring and Ward on the bottom. Further back, Dylan Jones jumping up with his teammate Ash Little. Kenneth McCullough with Josh here. They're riding the middle for now. Still riding the middle, but Harper jumps up with McDonald. Third line is booming here. But now they're going to probably lose some time as McDonald is not connected. Oh, they're getting antsy up front. Waring loose off the bumper of Wood, but he's going to take the lead for a second by a bumper. He's going to hold it for a second. As a 3-car deep push on the bottom is going to help them a little bit, but not enough as they got a 4-car push on the top. Big surge for the outside line here. Josh McCullough, Kenny McCullough takes the white flag. They're 3 wide for the back. No more cautions. Here comes Mason Oney. Oh, I thought he was trying to look to the outside. He does. He's going to get turned. There goes John Ward to the outside wall. It's a huge wreck. Oh, it's the whole field almost. As that's going to take out everyone except for Kenny McCullough. Josh McCullough, James Waring back here for the back. Maybe can build up a run. Here comes James Waring. He's gonna stop for a second. Now he's pushing Josh. He gives Josh a bump. He gives him another bump. Josh backing up. Here comes Nash Brambilla with an absolute monster run. He's gonna shoot low. Asher Little to the bottom of Steve Sizemore for the back. They're not gonna have a shot at it. It's gonna be Josh McCullough and Kenny McCullough into the tri-oval. Josh looks high. He looks low. He's not gonna have a run. It's gonna be Kenneth McCullough getting it done. Kenneth McCullough, Josh McCullough, James Waring, Asher Little, Steve Sizemore, your top 5. As Asher's going to nearly spin it there. Nobody really doing anything crazy. But Josh McCullough tried to take out Kenny there again. Oh, and he's going to get slammed. As Kenneth McCullough, your winner here tonight. From the MMS Donators. Let's go back and look at that. Wreck in 1 and 2. This is way further back. Okay, let's go fast forward a little lap here. Chopper camera. All started around John Ward, Mason Oney. Mason's riding really high, trying to take the right way of Josh. He's going to go up one last time. Robbie Mitchell Jr. is going to hook him down into Ward. Ward gets spun into the outside, retaining safer barrier. And it's on from there. Nathan Harper further up. He's going to get took out. Big hit in that one. Mason Oney, Robbie Mitchell Jr. hard into the wall. And then the rest of the field here gets broken up. But Nash Brambilla down the back gets a little bit of a run. He's going to shoot low, but then that's just going to kill the momentum. Nobody really have a shot except for Josh. And Josh is going to try to make a move high in the trial. He's going to try to go back low. But it's going to end up Kenny McCullough winning it. All right. Now let's go to your finishing results tonight presented by Josh McCullough. And then we'll round out the broadcast. Tonight's finishing results here. Kenny McCullough with the win. Josh McCullough second. James Waring third. Asher Little fourth. Steve Sizemore fifth. Hunter Hastings sixth. Nash Brambilla seventh. Larry McDonald eighth. Dylan C. Jones ninth. Dwayne Drummond 10th. Michael Barksdale 11th. Nathan Harper 12th. Tucker McClellan 13th. Mark Rondell 14th. Mason Oney 15th. John Wood 16th. Robbie Mitchell Jr. 17th. Bobby Rashall 18th. Michael Menchaca 19th. Matt Lee, Andrew Zanter, Ryan Bailey will not start the race. They'll finish in the last 3 positions. Alright, thank y'all so much for watching. I will see you guys later. And as always, good night.